What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before we begin today, I just wanted to recommend that you all check out my Disney quarantine parody. I spent 3 months working on it and everyone who's watched it said they really enjoy it, so I hope you can just give it a quick listen and enjoy it. I was looking at my subscribers and I noticed that 99% of my views come from non-subscribers, so if by the end of this video you enjoy it, please just remember to click subscribe and join the family. I really appreciate it and it really does help the channel out. It's a bad movie. It's a bad movie. It's a bad movie. Yeah, so Circle of Life is the exact moment that The Lion King failed, and we're going to talk about why that moment failed so dramatically and drastically in the live action, how it hit home so powerfully in the animated version. We'll compare them side by side, and we're going to look to the future of Disney live action with Mulan, visually and musically. Let's talk about it. Hey everyone, my name is Peter. I am a real Disney fan and a real doctor. I hope you're safe at home with your family and your loved ones. I was trying to watch this movie with my parents. After a couple of minutes of watching, I turn around and they're both checked out. And the reason I turned around is because I also checked out. The Circle of Life intro is just devastatingly boring to watch, and we're gonna go through the exact moments that make it fail. Please make sure to like down below and click subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Also comment what you would like to see next. I know Lion King, you all have been asking for it for so long, but I couldn't get myself to sit down and comment about it, or else it would be longer than the entire Lion King live action remake. It just, even that title is just so long to say. Ready? Are these headphones on? They're not. Incredible. The sun, that one tree, the rhino, the antelopes, the meerkats, the cheetah. I really hope these are the right names for these animals. The turkeys! That can fly! Also, why is there no like waterfall in this movie? Waterfall sequence would be pretty cool. Did anyone ever look to see if these animals are native to the region? From the day we arrive on the planet, and blinking step into the blink into the sunlight. It's so majestic, matching what you hear with what you see. More to see than can ever be done. Yeah. There's far too much to take in here. Also, the dichotomy of small creature with big creatures. The ants with the zebras, the birds with the elephants. I don't know what these animals are. Is that a horse? No animal. That's actually a pretty nice shot. Pride Rock! And Zazu, majestic. Mufasa. And then the bow to let us know who the king is, and the nice fatherly smile to let us know he's a good king who eats some of these animals. And Rafiki with the sunlight behind him, the silhouetting. Oh, Rafiki with his staff. Does he bow to the king? He hugs him. And he hugs back. And Sarabi! Who's this? He still has the amniotic fluid on him. Do animals have amniotic sacs? Interesting. Oh, and it matches the sun. So perfect. Oh, this is such a critical moment in Lion King live action. Why'd they... Oh, what'd they do it? And then the dust. From the dust you came, to the dust you go. Is that a Jewish thing? You trust me? I'm carrying him. And then this is the shot. This is the moment. Right here. This is where Lion King live action fails. 3, 2, 1. Triple shot. Oh, so good. Different angles. If you watch Lion King 1.5, this moment makes a lot more sense in context. And just that full panorama shot, the sunlight coming on him. This is a heavenly, divine moment. This is an iconic shot. Lion King. Ugh, chills. I don't know if I want to ruin my day. You know what? I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna watch it as if this is my first time watching it. Comment as it comes to me, having just watched the original. Okay, it's pretty nice. It's majestic. There are 3 or 4 or 5 trees, 7 trees. It makes that one not stand out. The sun is not as big or majestic, but I like it. The audio sounds exactly like the animated. I actually looked it up. They did use the exact na Ngonya. The meerkats, perfect shot for shot. The cheetah, it's all there. How could this fail? The turkeys! I don't know what that animal is. Albatross? Is that an albatross? And it's nice. I like this. I like this. Oh, they're not flamingos. They're all albatrosses? Albatroy. Nice stuff.
From that day we arrive on the planet.
Okay, the music, the lyrics are coming in.
And blinking, step into the sun.
Okay, the giraffe's already in the sun. Where's the stepping into the sun from the shadow? That was missing.
Then can ever be seen.
The music sounds more flat. The ants with the zebras. The zebras look lackadaisical. The birds, they're back. Great. Find. And we're so far away from Pride Rock that this means nothing to us. It wasn't a turnaround, it was a pan from under the ground. We're not on Zazu's back flying with him. Okay, he bows. He doesn't even smile at him. That's it, he doesn't smile. And Rafiki, where's his staff? Where's his staff? Gone. Gone. I'm pausing. Before we continue the rest of this video, I just want to put a quick message from our sponsor. Just kidding, we don't have sponsors, so don't you were gonna skip, weren't you? Just please subscribe, because that's the only sponsorship I need. And watch the video just because. It's one thing if they wanted to not give him a staff to make it more realistic, because this is some photorealism thing that Disney's trying to go for, which I think is a really awful director's choice, because when the animals start singing, we have to suspend our belief that this is reality, even though they're trying to make it as close to reality as possible, and then realize that they're singing. Okay, but like, how are they singing? And also, why is this not a nature documentary? Versus just making them look semi-cartoony or animated so that we're like, oh, okay, this is definitely not real, so of course they're singing. It's one thing to not give them the staff, okay, they have creative license, but if you watch Lion King live action, and not to spoil anything, but, you know, spoilers coming up, he gets it at the end. What? They give it to him, he pulls it out of the tree trunk as a sort of like, oh, you watched the original? That's what they try to do with this. This movie only makes sense in context with the animated, and that's not fair to this movie or to the animated.
Every time that I farted, are you gonna stop me?
The only smart and new creative thing that they did in this movie, which some people didn't like, is instead of singing, if you're hungry for a hunk of fat and juicy meat, eat my buddy, put me here because he is a treat, da 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 da, all you gotta do is get a line. He's saying, be our guest, which I guess is a little breaking the fourth wall because it's a fellow Disney property, but I enjoyed it. Again, be bold and take decisions so that this movie can stand out on its own. I understand that you're referencing the original, but you made me pay money to watch this one. What makes this of value? Again, the other thing that I thought was really good is Nala scene when she's trying to sneak out from Scar. And again, this is why I had to like only talk about the intro sequence, because once I start like talking about this movie, it just explodes into a 3-hour conversation about the lack of creative direction from Disney and just the full-on blow of nostalgia. When Nala was trying to sneak out from Scar's camp at the end, in the middle of the night, I thought that was super cool. Brand new, it gave me a real sense of fear from Scar. Whenever this movie and Disney live action remakes try to reference in a sort of winking way the old movies, it's like, be your own thing, and that's why I have so much faith and hope in Mulan. It's my favorite, she's my favorite Disney princess because she's the only one who earns her place, and I know everyone's gonna be like, well actually, to every other Disney princess. I really have hope for that movie because it's not gonna be restricted and held back by a Mushu or by a song sequence that they have to put in, or trying to make it fit with a dramatic retelling of war. What we did here is they're gonna have orchestral peaches. They're gonna have orchestral peaches. Buy some now, 3 for $1. They're gonna have orchestral pieces of the original soundtrack. I did hear a rumor that Liu Yifei, the main actress who plays Mulan, the Chinese actress, did record a sample or a recording of Reflection. Disney has to balance this perfect thing, and most of the time they've missed it. But you have to balance familiarity and novelty, and giving us enough so it seems familiar, but giving us enough that it feels like the ticket was worth it. And Lion King was too much familiar, not enough novel. Aladdin was too much novel. This is not even Aladdin's movie. He's the weakest person in this movie. It should be either Jasmine's movie, because she has that really powerful song. Anyway, let's continue with this. See, like, the Rafiki thing just already blew me up. It's like 8 minutes of talking. No response from Simba. It's just like, oh, he's coming? Gucci. He walks away. And he just sits down, the finger. Maybe that's what monkeys would do. Whatever, it's fine. But Rafiki's sitting, it doesn't give him any, like, activity or enthusiasm. Just like, oh yeah, I'm here, bless this baby. You know, when he stood, he was like, and he hugged him. It gave you history. Simba looks great. The eyes, that's nice. Would have been nice if they zoomed in on Simba's eyes. There's no sun in the background. What is breaking the thing? Breaking the fruit was so much cooler. Also, what is that fruit called? I never even knew. The sneeze was adorable. Was there a sneeze in the animated? I don't remember. I just watched it. And he takes him and doesn't even look at them for permission. Simba, Mufasa's face was like, you took my son? And they're like, okay, that's nice. Here is it. Here's the shot. When I knew this movie was gonna fail. Why does he sit? Hey, look, there's a baby. Hey guys, there's a baby. It's not even zoomed in. You can't even see Simba. You're seeing animals. Like, there's no majesty in this shot. It's just like, what is this? Show us Simba's face. Do that panorama. And he's like, what? It's like 2 seconds on Simba. It's so much on the animals. They want to show off their animation. They don't want to show off the Lion King. Show us the beam of light on him. The beam of light. It's so sad. It's like uninspired. It's passionless. And like the bowing is not even like a full pronounced bow. It's just like heads. And you're so far from it. It doesn't make any sense. Lion King. That's exactly how I felt when I was watching with my parents. And I turned around, they're like, are we watching this? I was like, yeah, I don't think so. And I clicked off it. And I'm Dr. Disney. And that's why I have hope for Mulan. They're not like, hey, it's Mushu. They're not like, hey, it's the song. Hey. No, we're telling Mulan's story. Okay, cool. They try to sell it as live action. Like, there are no humans in this world, so it can't be live action. Man, I need to go drink water. I need to heal. Because this just... That's why I couldn't come out with a Lion King review for you all. Even though everyone asked, like, what's your thought? What are your thoughts? I would rate Lion King, the remake, seriously, 2 out of 10. 2.5 out of 10, maybe. It, like, was so underwhelming. Like, and, music is so important for Disney movies, and they had Donald Glover and Beyonce, and Be Prepared was cut from the movie. They gave Beyonce a song and let it play over a montage of Simba running. It's not even Nala singing. It's just Beyonce, because you don't even see Nala. And it doesn't take a genius. It's like these were purposeful mistakes, right? It doesn't take a genius. We all were watching and we're like, that's... no, red flag, orange flag, absolutely dark red flag. Don't even call it a flag. I don't even want to see that mistake. Just take it out of the movie. When this movie tried to just be itself and stop trying to be a retelling, it really blossomed and was wonderful to watch. And I get that it's a magnificent feat that computers could create these images, but put that on National Geographic and be like, can you tell the difference? This looks like they just got footage of, and now we see the lion in its main house. My name is Simba. Okay. So sad. They brought his staff out at the end. Why? That makes no sense within the context. That only makes sense if you've seen the original. Seth Rogen's voice was so bad. And that's okay. Maybe you just want to be I don't know, they could have at least made it sound less jarring. They also auto-tuned and pitched baby Simba's voice to the wrong note. Oh, don't even get me started on Aladdin. Music is so core to Disney's fabric that for them to just half-heart them and gloss over the importance of having actual singers or actual music or trying to make it sound like it's woven into the dialogue of the story. These things were smart and calculated in the original. They're just like, oh yeah, there's supposed to be a song at this point. They just throw it in, just like, okay, didn't feel earned, and then you just give them, we're giving them so many outs, and they're capable of doing more. That's why it's like so frustrating. Speechless is the only positive thing that came out of Lion King live action remake, Aladdin remake, and Dumbo, Beauty and the Beast. I didn't even finish Dumbo. I sat through half of it and I'm like, this is just dragging. They're getting name talent because everyone's like, I want to be part of Disney. I want to be part of the Disney Empire. I want to be part of Disney's franchise. They're just like wasting them. Like, they just need someone with a creative vision, and I would love to be the creative director at Disney. I think like they need someone to just be like, this does not fit the tone of new Disney content. I know we're trying to just play on nostalgia, but we need to give them something new. We have to balance this familiarity and novelty. Not to say that they're always going to get it right, but they've consistently been getting it wrong. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to like the video down below. Click the subscribe button and join the family. We try to go live once a week, so click the notification bell so you can get notified. And please comment down below. All those things really help. Also thinking maybe do a Disney Q&A one day. What do you all think? And support me on my social media. Come say hi. And on Patreon, which I might be starting very soon because your boy has loans to pay. A lot of them. We're not even going to get into that. It's the circle of life, and it moves us on this path unwinding in the circle of life. Boom. If you'd like to watch more videos, you can click right here, and you can click right here for another video. I have a bunch on this channel, so you can click right here to subscribe. That's right here over my heart. And as always, be safe, be strong, be swag. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video. Be safe. Bye.
You are the answer I've waited for all of my